What's going on? Today we're going to talk about the 3 things you need to implement and teach your sales guys to go crush it in the marketplace. My name is Michael Barayev. I built a team from over 0 to 156 sales guys in less than 2.5 years, and we did that with literally 0 money invested, okay? And the reason why I tell you that is because in order to build a sales team, when you start getting sales guys that are already accustomed to selling and they already know what to sell, you might say, Michael, what do I teach them? Like, these guys are good. And the other issue is, Michael, do I need to have them come into the office or come into the group or on a Zoom calls every single day? And the answer is very simple. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to teach them on a daily basis to keep them engaged in the company, even though they're your top dogs, even though they're doing very well. Now, a little background on myself. I was knocking on doors myself. I built a team of 150 guys, and I personally had my top sales guys always with me in trainings and other stuff. And I had them duplicate myself because I was not the only one that wanted to do the sales, right? I didn't want to be the only one doing the training. I wanted to have a team, and I wanted to have a company. And at the end of the day, you have to learn how to teach these guys on what to teach their sales guys, right? So there's 3 key categories, okay? Number 1 is mindset. Number 2 is sales. And number 3 is leadership, right? So the first thing is, when it comes to your sales guys, when they're gonna go out there in the beginning stages, they need 90% technique on mindset and 10% on actually how to sell. You may say, Michael, that's crazy. Don't you have to teach your sales first? No, because 90% of sales is mindset. It's communication, it's flow of energy, it's having a conversation with them. And if you know how to do that properly, okay, with the right mindset, the sales are gonna come. Now, the other percentage is obviously teaching them how to do sales. So you have to have the techniques, you have to have the, what to say, when to say, the pitch, the this, the that. All those are important. But the first key category you need to teach your sales guys is mindset. And it's very important to pre-frame them properly so they have the right mindset, okay? The second thing is the sales. Teaching them the techniques, teaching them the pitch, teaching them how to talk, how to communicate, the product, the this, the that. That's very, very, very important, okay? Now what happens is, when there's a lot of sales, you don't really have to talk about mindset. You could talk about the next thing, which is leadership, okay? Teaching those guys that are creating success on how to duplicate themselves. If there's not a lot of sales, you don't want to talk too much about sales techniques. You want to talk more about mindset to get the sales back up. So, and every office and every company is going to be like this. Sometimes there's sales like this, sometimes there's sales like that, and it goes up and down and up and down. And you want to make sure that, as you're going through the motions, as the manager, as the leader, as the owner, or whatever it may be, you know exactly the pulse of that room. You know the temperature of that room, and you know exactly what phase that team is in. Do they need more mindset training? Do they need more sales training? Do they need more leadership training? And you have to gauge the room. And when you do that, what will end up happening is that your guys will never get bored with information, because when their morale is low, you'll talk about mindset. When their sales are high, you'll talk about maybe leadership, and you'll figure out a way to always communicate in one of those 3 buckets. And when you figure out those 3 buckets, what ends up happening is that they're always learning something new, and at the end of the day, you're able to teach them because you're also learning on your own, right? You have to be able to learn on your own and then apply it to the team. So it's very important that you build your mindset level, you build your sales skill level, and you build your leadership level, your leadership skills, which is why you're probably watching these videos. So when you're doing all those 3 buckets on a daily basis, getting better, you'll know when your team needs to talk about mindset, or they need to hear more about sales or techniques or strategies, or they need to learn about leadership. So it's very important that you do this. So these are the 3 skills that you need to apply to your business. If you apply the sales, the mindset, and leadership, I promise you, your team is going to grow, your team is going to blow, because at the end of the day, it's those 3 key components that actually create a massive, great sales team. And if you want to build a great sales team, subscribe to this channel, do me a favor, like this video, share with a friend that's in sales, or maybe your sales leader, or if you're just getting started, share it with someone that you know can benefit with this. And I really want to see you guys apply this information to get to the next level. So I love you all, kick ass, and I'll see you guys on the next video.